Hello and welcome to Photography Out Loud. My name is Paul Davis, and as always, I'm joined with my colleague Joel Longbone. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent. I feel like I'm
I
going
saw a
on
little
holiday with the
smile.
bags underneath my eyes. Goodness me.
Yeah. It's how's your week been, Joel?
Yeah, good, apart from being ill. Not COVID, just having 4 days off made me ill. I've come to the conclusion I just need to never have a holiday or any time off and then be fine.
So did your body go into sort of relaxing mode and then
Yeah, I think it's like Christmas. You know, when you get time off over Christmas and your body just goes, and get a cold.
Yeah. Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better today. Feeling a little bit better today?
Yeah, I think so.
Be all right.
The show must go on.
Indeed. And it does every week, I may add.
It does. This is our, did you say 95th or 96th?
I can't. I need to recount it. I think it's definitely it's either 100 or 95, but I'm pretty sure it's our 95th live stream since we started doing live streams, and that's included because we started with doing news and updates and little snippets in the shop
shows as
well. So, and obviously the shows as well, which probably sort of where the numbers come in because. If people aren't aware, because the nice thing about the two virtual shows that we've done, you can actually go back and watch them at any point, and we've got some fantastic speakers there as well. 100%. And that's available on our Facebook and YouTube. It's probably a bit easier to find on our YouTube channel because there is a playlist for the shows that we've done, so you can go and check those out at any point. We've got some fabulous speakers in there, so. And it might get you reared because it's not going to be long until we've got to do another one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we need to start getting on our planning for that one.
Yeah, and we have promised something big and special.
Yeah, it's true. Goodness me. Why do we do it to ourselves? And Paul's like, it's not us, it's you, Joel. You just go, let's do something like this, and then we just have to make it happen. But it'll be good if we can pull it off. It'll be really good. So hopefully we can.
100%.
Let's open on Monday, and then we can focus on the show after that.
Yeah, which is the majority. Well, not the majority. There's lots of things that we want to discuss on today's episode. But obviously, the main thing that's happening for us, so the biggest news that we've probably got to say is on the 12th of April. And I believe in England and Wales, this Monday coming, that non-essential retail is allowed to open again.
It's been so long.
It is.
How long is it? 3 months or 4 months?
I think because we were having a conversation about this yesterday, and I think it was a little bit different for if you're in Wales or if you're in England because. I think we were closed a little bit longer, weren't we? I think it's a blur. It's a blur. And
I think England were closed in a different way to us because they had tiers and we just had stay local and stuff like that, didn't we? And then we were open a bit more, and then we weren't. Oh, who knows? We'd have to look back at the calendar. But suffice it to say that it's been a long time, and we're very excited to open. So excited, we decided to start ripping out half the shop.
Yeah, which if any of you follow us on social media, so Facebook, and I believe Instagram. I don't think we posted to Instagram, but
Instagram. Sarah, did you put it on Instagram?
We have been doing some renovations. We decided a week before that this would be a good idea. And just general improvements. So we've got new light fittings, got a new stand going in, desk.
Counter.
Thank you, Joel.
New doorway, new kiosks.
New doorways, yeah. So we're just trying to make it look a little bit nice. And obviously been restocking the shelves, so everyone can come in and start having a look at things as well. So
and Paul's been playing around with Manfrotto studio arms to set up the passport photography section. So
Yeah.
we're ready for people's passport photos and driving licenses and stuff. For all those holidays we'll be going on in the future.
Well, I mean, passport photos, it's identity photographs, aren't they? So, if you're using it for anything like drive licenses and things like that, that's where they really come in handy as well, which is nice. But yeah, it'd be nice to start taking passports. We've started having studio bookings again. So it's
Paul
starting
can
to
use his camera again.
It's starting to feel a little bit like normality again, which is really, really nice. So
is it like this, like a face mask, and then take your picture and then put it back on, and take your picture and put it back on?
No. So
stay away, get the long lens out.
Yeah, with the studio, I mean, we are very, very blessed. So the studio I'm in right now is it's a very big room. So when we have people in for studio sittings, obviously single household, and they're freely be able to take the mask off indoors in our studio. We keep our masks on, and then we take your photos. So it's all nice and safe. So if anyone feels that they need some nice portraits doing, we offer that service.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, to think that we're going to open on Monday. We were going around the shop making sure that we're COVID secure. We've got plenty of antibacterial hand sanitizer. We've got masks for people who forget. We've got antibacterial wipes. All our screens are up. Yeah, and we've got our lines on the floor and signage up and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be really good. And I'm kind of not sure if it's going to be tumbleweed because people are like, oh, I'll be too busy, so I won't bother going out, or it's just going to be like queues, because we had quite a few queues last time, didn't we? So
we certainly did. Yeah, it'd be nice to hear from people watching as well. So whether you're watching live or whether you're catching up on this episode, just pop into the comments like what you're going to be doing when non-essential retail opens, how you feel about non-essential retail opening, little things like that. We'd love to hear what everyone is thinking about, and it helps us plan a little bit better as well. So put your comments into the comments, and we can sort of have a look through those. Obviously, if you're live, we can get to them now. So any of the comments that you put in there, we can sort of, if you've got any questions at all about how we are going to open. I suppose we should say, Joel, what it's going to look like for somebody to come in.
And also what services we're going to be doing. So,
yes, indeed.
But basically, people can just show up. They'll queue outside if somebody else is being served. But we're open 10 till 4, Monday to Saturday. So you can feel free to just pop in. Obviously, you can't browse the whole shop just because we have to keep distance and things like that. But you can come into the shop and we can serve you. You can still look at cameras. We would advise booking for cameras or binoculars or anything that might feel like a bigger purchase than just buying some film or a memory card, just so we can give you that time. We can give you half an hour and we can go through quite a lot in half an hour, so you won't feel rushed. And we'll have the kiosk open, so you can order any prints off your phone, your tablet, your USB, CD, whatever. We can sort that out because the lab will be open every day. We can do film development and printing still, as we've been doing throughout lockdown. We can do massive prints on our 44-inch wide printer. We can do passports like Paul was talking about earlier. We can do video conversions. We can do repairs. We can do normal sales of anything. But we would advise booking in if you can, especially for things like passports and longer processes. So in terms of, if you want to buy a camera or a lens, so we can actually spend time with you, because our shop is in 2 sections. So there's the camera side and the shop side. So the shop side you'll get served first, but if you need to look at a camera or lens, then you can go through to the camera side. So yeah, we definitely recommend booking online or just giving us a call and we'll book you into the calendar if you don't like websites, which is understandable given we've just survived on websites for 12 months. Is there anything else, Paul, that we should tell them about?
I think just regarding obviously things like the booking and stuff. Obviously, we're wanting to keep everyone safe. That's our main goal when you come into store. And obviously, we only have a limited amount of space in store as well. So if there is anything that feels a little bit that it is going to take a long time, then we do advise booking. You don't need to book though. That's the thing. We do advise on it. For instance, if you decided that you were in Colwyn Bay and you just wanted to come and have a look at cameras, you can certainly pop in and just see if we've got an available slot available, I guess. So, if we've got nobody in at that time that's already pre-booked, that's why we advise the booking, so you can get a time that you like. But if we've got a certain slot free and we've got the space available for you to come in and it's safe, then we can certainly allow that to happen. So.
And also, if for whatever reason you can't get into the shop, obviously you can call us, and we've got voicemail available, because we do get quite a lot of phone calls. So please give us a voicemail, and we'll try and get back to you as soon as we can. It's definitely by the end of the day, unless you've called us over the weekend. You can go on the website and you can do our kind of live chat, or normal email is fine, or Facebook Messenger, IG Messenger, Instagram Messenger, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're just here for you, and we're so excited to actually be open and have people come in. It's going to be great. Whilst we can't, do the whole cake and coffee thing like we would do in the past, and hopefully in the future, we're here to help in whatever way we can. So even if you think your camera's not working properly or your lens isn't working properly, pop down. We'll have a look. If you're not sure whether we can, I don't know, repair your photograph or convert your tape or whatever, just pop down. We'll definitely try and help you out. And if we can't do it, we'll tell you how to get it done in most cases. We just want to be helpful, and we're here for you guys to make your lives better. Except you're watching this, so I don't know how that works, but there we go. At least you put up with it. And also, looking a bit further forwards, we're going to be doing events. We've already started planning events. We're working with other photographers who are running their events, so we're going to go along and bring gear with, and also be able to help teach you as well. And also, we've been speaking to a few brands about pushing forwards with a lot of really cool events. So definitely keep an eye out. If you don't already, go and like us on Facebook, Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, not like us on Instagram. And sign up for our newsletter, because we'll be sending out, especially over the next weeks and months, about all of these events and things. And also a massive shout out to all of you, because we've gone over 5,000 likes on Facebook, on our Facebook page, which is amazing. So thank you. And we're at 85, I think now, Trustpilot reviews, and we've got 4.8 stars. So it would be amazing if you guys could give us a review. If you've bought anything from us, just pop on there. That'd be really, really good, because it really does help us, because it helps other people understand that we've been going for 75 years and we still give great customer service. Even through the pandemic, we've worked really hard to be the best we can be for you guys. So yeah, it's really helped, because people have been buying stuff from us and they've been looking at the reviews to kind of help with that process. So thank you ever so much if you already have, and thank you in advance if you're going to do it between now and tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for all of your support. It's been amazing, and we look forward to, if possible, having some sort of celebration for our 75th, which is this year. Paul looks great for 75. So.
I know, it's just new wrinkle cream.
I need some here. Right, let's go to some of the comments, and we'll speak about a few other bits afterwards. So, Rob says, hi Rob, good to see you. And Ian says, hi Paul and Joel, it must be Friday already. Yeah, it seems to come around really fast. I thought, a week to get the shop ready is pretty good going for us, and yet we're still like construction zone, but it's fine, because it'll look great when you all come in to see it. Lou says, hi all, good to see you both again. Yes, and exciting times ahead for you, I believe, Lou. Which is
isn't he?
Which is cool.
Isn't he a competitor now?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to speak to him about that, because we've been nice and supportive to him. So let's see what he says. But no, really good for you, Lou. Congratulations. Hopefully we'll still get to see you. Helen says, hello, dancing cat ladies. Or yeah, I think I said that right. The emoji that Helen always uses. We need to get no, this way. We need to get Paul a t-shirt with the dancing cat ladies on it. Or maybe we have one each with one dancing cat lady on, and we stand next to each other and it becomes the complete emoji. When socially distancing ends, obviously.
I'll be honest with you, Joel. I don't know how I quite feel about that.
And she says, happy 95th and merry weekend. So the 95th, if you've joined only recently, we were talking about this being our 95th streamed video on YouTube, which is very exciting. And then I think this one, which is just pure emojis, was from saying that the shops are opening in Wales and England.
Yeah.
And Rob says, I've got my photo shoot tomorrow. Looking forward to trying out my 56mm Sigma 1.4. Ooh, that's exciting. Look forward to seeing the results from that. Sarah says, 20th of December, we are locked down. Oh, terrible day. I don't think I'll ever forget the 23rd of March, because that was the day we all kind of went into into lockdown, wasn't it? So Sarah says, not on IG yet, but she'll put it on there. So. Oh, Ian, it'll be good to see you when you come in for your driving license photo. It'll be good.
Indeed.
Steve says, hi, guys. Hi, Steve. Dibs says, wish I could pop to the shop. Yes, Dibs, that would be fantastic. Although we did promise you cake and coffee, so maybe you'll have to wait a little bit, and then when you come, we can do the cake and coffee.
We can do that for you, yeah.
Yeah. Stuart says, we'll be in for a mooch on 300mm Nikon DX lens then. Yes, look forward to it. It'd be good to see you. Hi, Nick. Looking forward to seeing you, chaps. And you, and we need to get another chat booked in. We need to buy you a wingback chair as well. So when you come into the studio, that's the thing again. And we'll have a nice and what was the noise? A chicken squawk, wasn't it? Yeah,
I'll have that hot button ready.
Yeah. Sarah says, don't forget to mention the clothing. Yes, that's true. So some of you might know that during last year, we decided to get a lot of clothing in, like outdoor clothing, because we're working with a local company in Llanberis, and Sarah struck up a deal, as Sarah so often does, and got a load of clothing in, which is fantastic, and it's really good stuff, and we've had a lot of really happy customers based on the stuff that we've been able to provide. So going to get some more tomorrow, all being well, so we'll have more goodies and new things for you to see. So yeah, let's wait for that, but yeah, if you want clothing, you know where to come.
Paul, send me the name of that
context.
Yeah,
your anti-wrinkle cream.
Yeah, it's called
so nobody gets confused.
It's called Cambrian number 75.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right, Gary says, hi chaps, on time tonight. Good to see you're here, Gary. Looking forward to workshops with you, Gary. And congratulations on your competition win the other day. It's very exciting. That shot of the Osprey. We'll come back to Ospreys in a moment.
We'll come round to that.
Richard says, hi lads, good to see you, Richard. Gareth says, good afternoon, chaps. Good luck with the reopening. Thank you. Talking about reopening, hairdressers are open already, Joel.
Oh, that hurts two ways, because he's already had his haircut.
Savage. One day we can just pop in and gossip one day. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And you can go to the cafe down the corner and have a good breakfast, and then come in and chat our ears off about all things photography, which we miss. Steve, are you going to model the clothing? Now you said that, Sarah was going to say yes. So maybe next week or the week after, we'll get some stuff to show you, because there's a lot of really good stuff that we've got hold of. So yeah, now that you've said it, I can almost guarantee Sarah will be saying, yep, definitely going to get them wearing the stuff. So there we go. Does the clothing come in FB size?
Facebook size.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he's saying.
Yeah, definitely Facebook size.
Yeah, we can get all sizes.
Yeah.
So But yeah, it's going to be really good for people to be able to come in. Now, talking about ospreys, we've got Llynbrennig not far from us, and they've started. They've set up a live cam now, haven't they?
Yeah, they
a
have
web
indeed.
stream,
Yeah.
which is really exciting because a bird showed up a few days ago, I think. I could be wrong, and I'm sorry, Gary, if I'm wrong. Gary might be able to tell us more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a bird's there. So hopefully, all being well, that becomes something that so we can have some more ospreys born potentially. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure Gary will tell us. But also talking about Llynbrennig, we're setting events with Llynbrennig to do with both the ospreys and all the other wildlife that's there, and even things like astrophotography because it is super dark at night, and with the both reservoirs and the bridge and things like that, it just looks really good. And there's macro photography to do as well. So we've been speaking to some brands already about setting up some workshops and events at Llynbrennig. So look out for those because we are going to work hard to try and get a couple of events going each month when we can, at least, so that we can get you guys out and about, trying exciting new gear, and getting great pictures, and also just meeting up with different people and socializing again and having fun whilst doing photography, because that's what a lot of us miss. So yeah,
because we're starting to see, we're getting a little bit of taste of that now already, aren't we? Because obviously we're starting to see a couple of the restrictions being lifted. I know we can travel sort of outside our area a little bit now, so we can start to venture out into these wonderful hills that we've got here in North Wales. And obviously we can start to welcome back, the English after.
We love people of all nationalities.
Yeah, no, we certainly do. Purely going on the guidelines. But no, it'd be lovely to see sort of people coming back into the area once again safely. We've all got to be sensible with these sort of things, but from a well-being point of view as well, I think the second or the third or whatever we're calling it, that the lockdown that we got put in this time, I think it was definitely a lot harder being in the winter this time, and I think having the little taste of being able to go back out again and then just being pushed straight back into it. So I'm hoping that people are starting to feel a little bit better now within themselves, being able to go out, and once again we're going to be trying here to help and encourage that as much as possible. We've all seen that photography is so special when it comes to helping with with yourself, whether it be your super technical way of shooting and you just love getting into the settings and things like that, or whether you just like being out in the fresh air. Using photography as a hobby is a great way of doing that. And I went out last weekend, so obviously everything started to lift back up a little bit. I actually took out the Mini 2. We said we were going to take it out, and once again,
have we seen any results yet, Paul?
It's on my personal one. I could put it into the comments below after this, after the live. It's not a great video, but I'm still learning.
He just didn't film the bit where he crashed into the floor.
Did I say I crashed? That's still to be confirmed, isn't it, Joel? There's no actual footage of that happening yet. But what we're seeing is, even I thought it was okay, but actually being able to, just go out again and actually do something, and having photography / videography as a hobby, just to sort of run that on the back on as well. Just it really helped. It's put a smile back on my face. For this week, especially with the opening. If you are feeling a little bit stuck in the rut, just get out there with your camera, and just go somewhere, just try it out.
Yeah.
And it does definitely help.
100%. And I think with the vaccination programs hopefully doing well and keeping on track, that a lot of the nation will be vaccinated by the summer, all being well as well. So I think that's going to help with us all being able to get out and enjoy our photography again, because we can go to these events. And those that have had health issues and have had to really be careful and stay at home, hopefully they'll feel a lot safer to be able to go out, which is going to be great, because we think photography is not just, this thing where you pick up a camera and take a picture. We think it's can be like this whole process of being out and about in nature in a lot of ways, or being with people, or even not being with people, but being in a different environment to what you would be at home. And we think photography is a great way of getting out. And so that's not been as easy. So hopefully this will get everybody's creativity going again, and really be able to enjoy it. So then we'll have lots of things to print for you. So you can come in and we can get prints done for you. And hopefully being out and about at our events, we'll be able to show you printing, because we're going to hopefully sort out a way of bringing the printer out in one of our vans, so that we can print on location, which is very exciting as well. And I think that kind of process of being able to get out and about and be able to see other people will hopefully be one of those bits that helps us kind of not forget, but say that we can still carry on with life. Obviously things will be different, but some sort of semblance of normality will be returned to, which is very exciting. So
No, definitely.
And also we can get away with this from this stupid lag. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to be, maybe a month away of possibly being back on camera. Once again, if everything, both of us feel safe to do so. And yeah, that'll be another.
I don't want to be next to you, mate.
You know what? I knew you were going to say something like that. I was going to say something nice then, and I'm just not.
Oh.
So no, you've ruined it. No, but it'll be a nice sort of position for us, to get back to, and it gets us back on the road and the things that we want to be doing again, doesn't it? It opens stuff up for us, which means that we can hopefully provide better content than us just sitting here talking for 27 minutes and 51 seconds about opening a shop again. We want to get back out there.
About ospreys.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, no, we certainly did. So we want to get back out and sort of start giving you guys ideas to try out and stuff, and very much looking forward to. And
we want to meet up again, and we want to see what you guys are doing and what you've been doing, because that's a great part about working with Cambrian, isn't it? Is that we get to be able to see all the different styles of photography that our customers get up to. And I think it's great to be really like, although sometimes I look at stuff and go, oh, never going to be able to be that good, am I?
That's what I love about the printing. When people bring stuff in for printing for us, like get to see people's work, which is nice.
Definitely. Right. Oh, Gary says the clothing is so tempting. Oh, too tempting. There we go. Well, you'll just have to come down now so we can tempt you. Gary says
back to the ospreys.
Which is back to the ospreys, which is fantastic news. So hopefully that's a long-term thing, or until they migrate, I think the phrase is. Gary's probably cringing about us talking about ospreys. Gareth says both Maddock and Duffy ospreys have returned as well. This is great news.
Lovely.
And Gareth says, any tips on using lenses and cameras that have been stood idle for months? Been using my phone during lockdown, other than charging batteries. I think just a clean down. Fortunately, they're not too mechanical in the sense that they're unlikely to have seized up too much, but just a general clean and dust will hopefully they're not collected too much dust, but maybe just a good twist of like the zoom barrels and things like that.
Yeah,
but
if they've been stood in a bag for a while, they may need a bit of sort of taken out and a bit of airing. I know it sounds silly, you pull something out to be aired, but it does actually help really well. So
like your posh clothes that you've not been able to wear for months because you've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, little things like that. You know, literally take them out of the bags, open up things like the lens caps and stuff like that. Let a bit of light get into it, let a bit of air get around the
Blow
cameras
out
and
the
stuff like that.
cobwebs.
Yeah, no, it does actually help. Just a bit of air moving around things, it stops everything getting a bit all. Because especially if it's been in a bag and you take it out somewhere, it might sort of condense up when you want to start taking a picture. So letting air move around is a good little thing. And charging the batteries, making sure they're fully charged.
And check that your sensor is clean.
Yeah.
By taking a shot, make sure that you've got a memory card in there and it's not full still. Just things like that. Make sure the time is correct on it and things like that. But if for whatever reason you think your camera isn't working properly, or the sensor's not clean, or you think the lens is not focusing correctly, whatever, just drop it into us or give us a call and we'll talk you through it and we'll try and help you out as best we can. So
you see, you could plan a photography day out, and at the beginning of the day you could just book in a little appointment just to come in and see us, just to make sure that your camera's working okay before you go out shooting. So
we should call that like a post-COVID check or something, shouldn't we? Post-lockdown check, like an MOT or service. So hopefully that's helped, Gareth. And if we can help in any way, then just let us know. Dib says, just noticed my sensor the other day. Oh dear.
Oh no.
You have to give it a clean.
That feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. So
should we talk a little bit about cameras, Joel? And a bit about news?
Ooh.
Well, I say news.
Have you got,
hasn't really been. There hasn't. No,
is this the rumor mill?
Yeah. This is the thing, isn't it? It's just like realistically, there's not been that much news. So I don't know whether this is sort of made the rumor mill spin again. The rumor mill spin.
They might do. What do they make? Some sort of bread. Rumor bread.
Anyway, so yes, there have been sort of reports on the market. So I think should we talk about the soft launch that Sony did first
of the A7R3A and the A7R4A? Yeah, go for it. So what do we think the A means?
Well,
we've got a new camera.
I mean, it might as well be that.
Yeah, there's not much difference, is there? Or at least from what we've read, although we don't necessarily know all the details. Just a new screen and no logo on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, and essentially it's just, it's not been launched, it's just started to appear on price lists essentially as the new version. I mean, we did see it in the past with one of the RX 100 series, I believe.
RX 100 Mark 5A.
Yeah.
Which
and I think
pleased me because the V and the A kern really nicely. They just go.
Oh yeah. That was one benefit.
Hypergraphic geekery.
Yeah. So there's really nothing that's changed. I mean, there's been a screen resolution upgrade that sort of happened,
which was quite significant.
Yeah, it was. It's like nearly double,
better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just going to squeeze a load more pixels.
Yeah, and there's been absolutely no report on like why Sony have done it, but we can certainly sort of try and understand why. And I think you said something quite interesting before, Joel, with like it might just be like, oh, they've just made this new screen, and this is the new screen that's going to be available now from now on. So, and because
it could also be because the A7R4 is a monster of a camera in terms of its ability in general, but the 61 point whatever megapixels is ridiculous out of a full frame sensor at the moment. And it's difficult actually to use an A7R4 if you don't have the lenses that are good enough, because it really will punish lenses that don't resolve well enough, and the quality you just lose all that quality. So A7R3 is still a very, very popular camera because it's fantastic. It's got great resolution, but also you don't necessarily have to upgrade all your lenses. So it could be that they're just preparing for those to last a bit longer on the market because they tend not to discontinue older models. They just price reposition. So that might be part of it. I don't know. I know that Swarovski bought out the NLs, and then the ELs, which used to be the top of the line, used to have very good close focus, but they changed the mechanism so that they could reduce the manufacturing cost. So the NLs did the close focusing and the ELs not so much. But the ELs are still just as stunning. The optics are still incredible. But just some of the features like the close focusing was taken away so that they could hit a different price point. So it could be, I don't know, just speculation that Sony have been changing some of those bits, upgrading them slightly with the better screens, just so that they're ready to last a couple more years for those customers that want them. So we don't think it's got anything to do with astronomy though, do we, Paul? Or maybe it does. Maybe they've put a filter on or taken a filter off and we don't know about it. And then they'll come out and go, it's a astronomy camera. And we'll be like, oh, that makes sense with the A. But that didn't mean anything with the RX100 5 Mark A.
No. And that's what we're basing it on, really, more than anything.
But again, purely speculation. We've not spoken to Sony about it. We just noticed it pop up and we figured some people might be interested. And also, you mentioned about the Nikon Z.
Did I? Did I mention? You mean off camera?
You did to me, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know whether actual Nikon have posted, because I did see something ping up while we've been online.
Oh,
like
everybody
whether
loves
it's
a ping. Whilst you're having a look, Andy says, hi guys, good to see you, Andy. Thank you for putting the lights up, they look really good. And Graham says, hi guys, late today. Shocking behaviour, Graham, shocking. But he says, my bad, so it's okay, we'll forgive you. All the way from home.
No,
it'll be good to see you when you make the journey across.
Still nothing official, but there's lots of people jumping on it now, so it's obviously definitely on the way. There's been image from Nikon sort of websites and stuff. So, but yes, we're going to be seeing a new flagship mirrorless model from Nikon. So it'll be the Z9 that's going to be.
So will that be full frame?
It's going to be full frame. It's going to be probably the best way of describing it is the mirrorless version of the Nikon D6. So we're going to have that extra chunky body. I suppose they're going to apply a harder body to it as well, so it's going to last. Better weather sealing. It's going to have the vertical grip on it. But I think a lot of it is going to still consist of what we've begun to love within the Z7 Mark II and the Z6 Mark II as well. So, but once we have confirmed technical specs on those, we're obviously going to talk about it on here. Nikon's still very close to my heart, so I'm going to talk about it. And the D6 is a phenomenal beast, so it'll be nice to see how a Z9 sort of compares up to it. And I still think that they're going to be two very different beasts, even though they're going to be put very side by side to each other. One's a mirrorless body and one's going to be the DSLR, but as we found is that they're for different users. People like using DSLR, people like using mirrorless. I don't think that's ever going to change. And the DSLR range is still going to be very, very strong for Nikon, I feel. But it's just nice to see once again someone like Nikon producing that very, very sort of robust, very, very high-end sort of mirrorless body that's going to really cope well with things like sports and wildlife.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll be interesting to see what they come out with. and also what the other brands start doing, because Olympus apparently confirmed they're sticking to Micro Four Thirds the other day. So it'll be interesting to see how that lineup works, given that Panasonic do Micro Four Thirds and the S series with full frame. Because the L mount is quite an interesting partnership between Sigma, Leica, and Panasonic. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how these companies that have started to make more sense of the mirrorless market, and potentially Pentax, who knows, they might bring out something mirrorless which changes the game as well, because
Again,
they're making fantastic DSLRs, that
because that's what they're good
your
at.
money,
Pentax.
they're just fantastic quality.
Yeah, they're really good at changing the game as well. Rewriting that book, and just sort of changing things up a little bit, which is always good. I still think Micro Four Thirds is still going to be incredibly strong in the market, just because when that sensor is smaller, and they're just proving that like a smaller sensor, the amount that you can move it around with things like the image stabilizer and stuff, it's just absolutely bonkers, and that's only going to get better.
And also, Olympus are one of the only companies, if not the only company, that actually build in some really good features in terms of features that are useful for maybe beginners or very specific genres. But live comp and lifetime, why don't the others do it? Because it's really fantastic if you're into landscape or light painting, and also the astro features as well on the newer cameras. And if you're into walking but want really good quality and don't want to lug around a massive house brick of a camera and lens, I don't think you can beat the Olympus in terms of quality and price as well. It's just, fantastic. Sorry, I was just going to say,
damn lag.
Gary says, D6 best camera I've ever used.
Exactly. Case in point.
Yeah, exactly. So, and Graham says, I wonder if the new Nikon will come with a Sherpa. I think the mirrorless ones are really like the Z7 and Z6 are pretty good in terms of weight. They're definitely not the smallest mirrorless, but I still think they're really compact for what you get. Because when you consider the Z mount is like blinking enormous, you can fit like a coffee cup in there. It's ginormous. Hopefully they keep it small enough. I see what Graham's saying, that potentially if it's D6
size,
then maybe it might be a bit of a monster. So time will only tell. And also when you're trying to build something as sturdy as a D6, you kind of have to be quite D6 size just to fit everything in and have that rigidity and that strength with all the components and the longevity to it. So we'll see. And then Dib says, live composite, love heart. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It's one reason I bought an Olympus a while back, was because of that feature. And did Panasonic not patent the live comp mode? Who knows? They can't surely have managed it. So, and Gary says, I like the dramatic tone filters on the Olympus. Testing effects. I think that's 100%. The great thing about mirrorless, especially because you can see stuff straight off the bat. You're not having to take a picture and then look, take a picture and look. Yeah. So it does draw out the creativity, doesn't it? So. And
that filter, some of the filters that it's like the art filters, they call them, isn't it? Sort of the filters that are built in. Some of them are really, really creative, aren't they? And you can have a real good sort of play.
Remember on the Pen F with the little dial on the front, so you could like change between the filters.
Beautiful.
Quite a cool idea. So,
100%.
Have we got any more news, Paul? Apart from the fact that we're very excited about opening on Monday.
No, I think that's what it was. We wanted to have a little chat about the Sony, the Nikon, and obviously talk a lot about how we were opening, which is opening. Yeah, that could still be a thing. Hopefully not. Yeah. We haven't heard any news from the Welsh government saying otherwise, so we're still going on there. So.
Yeah, no, hopefully. Well, he said that they're going to open gyms a week earlier than expected. So I don't suspect
Yeah,
he's going
so
to change his
things
mind.
are going the right way, aren't they?
Yeah. So, good times, good times. So, yeah, have we got anything else, or is that it? Because I feel like I need to go and do some more tidying in the shop ready for Monday.
Yes, no, we've still got a lot to do for Monday, so I think
Yeah.
it'd be a good day to maybe finish a little bit earlier, so we can put in that extra special, just little cherry on top for
Yeah.
the people coming in on Monday. So
Sure.
and things like that. So yeah, no, brilliant. Joel, any final thoughts for the weekend before we break up?
I don't think so. Apart from have a great weekend, and hopefully we will see you in the not too distant future. Because yeah, I'm very excited to see customers in real life again. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, indeed. I should say, I've just seen him come in as well. Big thank you to Andy for coming in and helping out with the new light fittings.
yeah.
Big thanks, Survey, and it's Steve that's been working very hard as well on the other renovations as well. So big thanks to those guys for coming in and helping us get ready. So even though we call you literally not me, it's always Joel.
Oh, I see how it is. Oh dear.
There's that bus, and there we go.
Squash.
Yeah, we're very much looking forward to seeing anyone that feels safe enough to come in and see us. Please do. Just remember that you can come in at any time to see us in the shop. If you wanted some help and advice on any of the services that we do, or any advice on cameras, you can book online, or you can call the shop and give us a call, and we can place a booking in that way. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't done already, please make sure that you go on to our Facebook and YouTube channels, hit the subscribe, like, whatever it is on that particular social media platform, and please share as much as you possibly can as well. So the more you share these videos, the more it helps spread the word about what we're doing here on Photography Out Loud and Cambrian in general. So big thank you if you've done that already. Definitely. So until then, so we may see some of you within the week if you come into the shop. If not, then once again, me and Joel will be here next week at the same time, always live on Facebook and YouTube at 4:30 every Friday. Until then, we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye now.
I've lost the button. Where is it? There it is. Bye-bye.
Amateur.